Washington, a senior United Nations official said after a visit to North Korea this week that he believed he has left the door ajar for a negotiated solution to the North Korean nuclear impasse. U.S. Secretary of State Rex Tillerson has possibly gone further, opening a window of opportunity for talks with Pyongyang when he said the U.S. was ready to begin direct talks with North Korea without preconditions. By doing so, he is dropping a key U.S. demand that Pyongyang must first accept that any negotiations would have to be about giving up its nuclear weapons program. Analysts told the Straits Times Mr. Tillerson's overture could open a much-needed window for dialogue and possibly bring about a breakthrough in the current stalemate. However, the big question is whether the U.S. top diplomat speaks for the Trump administration. Mr. Tillerson's remarks, made at the Atlantic Council in Washington on Tuesday, December 12, is seen as a softening of the U.S. position. He said, "Let's just meet and let's talk about the weather if you want and talk about whether it's going to be a square table or a round table if that's what you're excited about." UN Political Affairs Chief Jeffrey Feltman, who became the highest-level UN official to visit North Korea since 2011 after a 4-day visit, also expressed hopes for talks. On Tuesday, he told reporters, "Time will tell what was the impact of our discussions, but I think we have left the door ajar and I fervently hope that the door to a negotiated solution will now be opened wide." Mr. Tillerson's speech is a significant development and could open a window of opportunity for talks, if he speaks for the administration, said Dr. Sumi Terry, Senior Fellow for the Korea Chair at the Center for Strategic and International Studies, CSIS, in Washington. "That's a big if," she told the Straits Times over email. It is not clear if Trump signed off on his statement. Given the tense relations between Tillerson and Trump, it is hard to know if the Secretary of State speaks for the president. Mr. Trump has publicly contradicted Mr. Tillerson in the past, specifically on North Korea. And for weeks there has been media speculation that Mr. Tillerson may resign. Likewise, Mr. Wilsitaran, a research associate at the Institute for China-America Studies in Washington, D.C., has his doubts. "It's a positive step but I take it with a grain of salt," he told St. He added that nobody can verify if Mr. Trump will change his mind tomorrow or the next day, or the next time North Korea launches a missile, which will happen. They are on the path towards testing proven ICBM capability and they won't stop. Just hours after Mr. Tillerson made the comments, the White House issued an ambiguous statement that did not make it clear if Mr. Trump had approved the speech. White House Press Secretary Sarah Sanders said in the statement, "The president's views on North Korea have not changed. North Korea was acting in an unsafe way not only toward Japan, China, and South Korea, but the entire world. North Korea's actions are not good for anyone, and certainly not good for North Korea," she added. On Wednesday, state media reported that North Korean leader Kim Jong-un has vowed to make North Korea the world's strongest nuclear power.